Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I have a beautiful and instructive 17-move game to share with you. This was played in 2003 at the Under 14 World Youth Championship. On the white end, 13-year-old John Ludvig Hammer, rated 2074, playing against 12-year-old International Master Magnus Carlsen, rated 2450. Let's have a look. We have a hypermodern start to this one. Black says, go ahead, occupy the center. I'll look to chip away at it later. King bishops contribute. Kings are tucked away. More pressure on white center. The reply here, c3. In general, black welcomes d5. Not because this knight can advance and counterpunch, that just happens to be an added bonus. Bigger picture idea is that this bishop is happy. Its scope has been extended with the pawn now on d5. This is a point black will next look to challenge. In this game, it's the simple, solid c3. e5. Coordination on d4, it's adequately defended. White ensures that this knight will be around to secure the center points. No worries now of a pin. Move 8, the start of an offensive. Knight h5, the halfway point of the game. Now, in preparing for this video, I made several passes through this game. My very first pass, I saw the ending of the game and I thought, that's beautiful. And then as I played through it a few more times, I started to notice a few different patterns within just these handful of moves. I wonder if you can maybe pick up on what these patterns are. So first of all, what is happening with this last move? How might we describe it? Black is coordinating with his furthest advanced pawn. f4 is one square, and the other is d4. d4 is red hot. Hit 3 times, defended twice. White needs to do something about d4. White decides on the capture. D takes e5. There are 3 ways black can recapture in this position. What would be your move in this position? Feel free to pause the video. Okay, Carlsen's move, knight f4. No recapture, no routine recapture here. Carlsen is attentive to a vulnerable point in white's camp. The bishop is under fire. Also, h3, coordinated pressure there. White goes to b5. The knight now takes on e5, which makes this bishop a bit silly now. It's sort of a staring off into space bishop. Also, there's coordination on d3, a possible jump there. Computer suggests knight c4 as a follow-up. In this game, it is knight takes knight. There are now 2 ways black can recapture. What would be your move in this position? Feel free to pause the video. Okay, did I get you again? The very best move, no routine recapture again. Queen g5 takes advantage of the weakness of white's last move. What is going on here? Carlsen is coordinating with his furthest advanced piece, the king knight. There's a mate threat on g2. The g2 pawn is pinned. Queen f3 to defend on g2 is not working. Knight takes h3 is there. Anything more happening? Yes, the queen x-rays this staring off into space bishop. White plays in the best way. Knight g4. Queen takes bishop. Black is still coordinating with this knight. We have e2 and d3. The suggestion by the engine in this position, the move played in the game, first of all, is knight b3. The suggestion by the engine is to flick in a3. The queen on b5 is a very flexible piece. She does, after all, patrol a fifth rank, a completely opened fifth rank. If a4 is played, it suggests giving a check and then sneaking into d3. Slight advantage here still for Team Black. No a4, though. In this one, knight b3, knight e2, check, king h1. The knight has cut the queen off from defending the knight. Bishop takes knight now. On recaptures. And Carlsen just goes after a weak link. Pawn on e4. Not easy to defend this guy. Yet again, the computer suggests a4 here. In reply to that, queen goes to c4. That's what's being recommended. a4 is not played. In this game, bishop e3 is on board. Before we look at bishop e3, though, I want to point out some variations. Suppose white defends e4 directly. So for instance, f3, why is that not working? Well, there'd be knight g3 now with the fork. Well, what about the queen going to c2 or maybe even d5 to defend e4? Let's put on one of the moves. There's knight g3. The queen no longer defends the knight. There's a trick. Black will win the exchange. Finally, suppose the knight retreats to defend this pawn. How can black play here? It says you could go ahead and simply take the bishop. Queen recaptures to defend the pawn, and it likes playing on the king's side with h5. And there's even lines here where the king could go to g7, rook to h8, and looking for mate on the h file. There's a lot of pressure here. Threat to take the knight, take on e4. If you play here, there's bishop to e3. Black is in a winning position. So, no knight d2. It's just the simple bishop development. Rook takes e4 follows. If, in this position, white creates a flight square with g3, there's knight takes g3 with check, pawn takes, and rook takes bishop, completely winning for black. Up 2 pawns, everything is better here for black. In this game, some pressure on the knight. Final pop quiz. Can you spot Carlsen's 17th move? Feel free to pause the video. Okay, final move. Queen h5. White resigns. Queen sacrifice for the win. If pawn captures queen, we would have rook h4, mate. Anastasia's mate. What did you think of this one? There were a few parts of this game that struck me. One, note how there were multiple cases of no routine recaptures. Instead, a more forceful move was played. 2, note the attention that was given to unprotected pieces. Carlsen targeting white's king bishop on multiple occasions. 3, note how Carlsen found ways to coordinate with his furthest advanced pawn, e5, and piece, king knight, when it was on f4, and even in this final position, e2. And of course, the aesthetic ending, a queen sacrifice leading to Anastasia's mate. Who doesn't enjoy that? Maybe Hammer? Anyhow, feel free, as usual, to leave any feedback to this video in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe took a thing or two away. That's all for now. Take care. Bye.